Okay, so the last video I made was on the new Angry Birds game, Angry Birds Racing. It is soft launched on Android devices in Canada and the US. However, a lot of you in the comments were talking about how it was a ripoff of two other games, Alto's Adventure and Ski Safari. Now this begs the question, which of these games came out first and what content is in them to see which is the real knockoff and which is the true game. So first we will talk about the most recent of the three, Angry Birds Racing. Now, I've made a video on this game already, so I won't go too into detail on what I say here, just a rundown of its gameplay and stuff. So in this game, you play as a bird or a pig, and you get thrown into a race against multiple other characters. You start with Red, and he has no power, but as you go along, you earn the ability to buy other characters, which do have abilities, which help you in the race. The animation in this game is also jank, but it's also a test game to see if people like it, so it doesn't matter, and will probably look better if the game goes into development more. Okay, so that's Angry Birds Racing. Now let's get into the next game. Alto's Adventure came out in February 2015 for numerous platforms. It has the exact same gameplay as Angry Birds Racing, but instead of being in a race, you are just snowboarding down a mountain, and if you fall incorrectly, then you die, and must start over. There is also a Zen mode that you can go into, where you can't die, but just continue playing until you don't want to anymore. And in case you were wondering, I played the Apple Arcade version, as I already had it at the time of making this video, and didn't want to spend another £5 on the game. But honestly, Alto's Adventure has a very nice art style, as opposed to Angry Birds Racing, which just lazily uses PNGs. I particularly like the sunset and night backgrounds. They look really appealing. It is also much funner than Angry Birds Racing, and I'd say it's better. I also played Alto's Odyssey, but it has basically the same gameplay as Alto's Adventure, so there's not really much point mentioning it here. But wait, there was another game, one that came out before Alto's Adventure. This one is called Ski Safari, and came out in February 2012. Now this game has the exact same gameplay as Alto's Odyssey, only it feels a bit more chaotic and less relaxed. As you go down the mountain, you can jump on the backs of penguins or yetis, and are being chased by a big blizzard. The art style also looks horrendous. Look at this app icon, no one's downloading that. And in fact, it only has 24 reviews on the App Store and only 100k downloads on Google Play, so quite literally no one got it. But that was the free version, and the one I played, as I didn't want to spend 50p on a game I don't care about when a free version is right there. The money version did a little bit better, with 314 App Store reviews and 500k Google Play downloads, but not by a whole lot. And the money version was released years prior, so. Strangely though, the money version was published by a company called Defiant Development, and is the only game that they have up on their App Store and Google Play. But the free version was uploaded by a company called Yodo Games on Google Play, and they have a few games up. But on the App Store, there are 4 letters before the Yodo one, and the game is gone, unless that's what the foreign characters say, I don't know what they say. And that is their only game up on their App Store page. Then there is Ski Safari 2, which was published by Sleepy Z Studios, and is also the only game it has on both their App Store and Google Play. What the fuck is up with this series? Also, when I downloaded Ski Safari, it wouldn't let me play past the tutorials, so I didn't even play much. Easily the worst out of the three, bottom of the list, with Angry Birds Racing in the middle, and Alto's Adventure at the top. Subscribe and like, goodbye.